A woman stripped off her clothes and crawled into a maple coffin, pressing herself against a freshly deceased corpse. She had her brother seal the casket completely with wooden boards. The moment the final plank was nailed down, she turned on her camera to document whatever might happen that night. Her motivation was simple: to prove that posthumous torture was nothing but a myth. Local legend claimed that evil people would face brutal divine judgment in their graves after death. The body lying beside her belonged to someone who had committed countless sins while alive. The woman filmed throughout the entire night, discovering nothing unusual except for her own breathing and the putrid stench of decay emanating from the corpse. The next day, her brother opened the coffin as promised. The woman immediately rushed to the television station, excited to share her findings with the world. Just when she thought the matter was settled, terrifying events began unfolding that very night. While reminiscing about her deceased parents, the woman suddenly heard an eerie voice calling her name. She recognized it instantly. It was the voice of the corpse. Though frightened, she remained convinced that ghosts didn't exist. She decided to investigate the room where the deceased had lived, but a strange shadow suddenly appeared. Dismissing it as a stress-induced hallucination, she rubbed her eyes, and the shadow vanished. At that moment, an elderly woman from the nursing home appeared, weeping about her husband's betrayal. When the woman went to the old lady's room, she was shocked to discover the husband having an affair with a caregiver. Despite suffering from Alzheimer's disease, the elderly woman couldn't tolerate her husband's infidelity. She angrily declared that he would face divine punishment after death. The woman was completely bewildered. She couldn't understand why people still believed in the legend even after she had proven that posthumous torture didn't exist. Then she saw the news and realized that since her revelation, many people had followed her example, entering graves to film. Shockingly, many had recorded agonizing screams of the dead being tortured. Unable to believe what was happening, she immediately rushed to the cemetery and dug up the grave, desperate to uncover the truth. But the corpse had vanished. As she stood there confused, the grave suddenly began to collapse.